Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. Fair warning, this one's going to get you spicy. What we're going to talk about today is a new DOJ lawsuit victory, which is halting FRTs, wide open triggers, all the things, and labeling them machine gun converters. I know, we're going to walk through everything. It'll be linked in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. And if you are a new or returning viewer, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning that notification bell on. We need as many people to get in the fold as we can to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation, of which we do every single day here, twice a day. Now, my brothers and sisters, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason that I started this YouTube channel, Langley Outdoors Academy, the reason that Tim and I started Second Legacy, another channel, by the way, check it out, is to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along through fighting for our rights day in and day out. And I'll be flat out honest with you. It's going to be a dogfight, but we're going to pass it to the next generation. And what we're talking about right now is the crux of the issue. I'll be quite honest. January has been a little irritating. But what I'm going to walk you through now is a DOJ determination and victory at a court level that's basically saying triggers are now machine guns. And what does that lead us back to? The exact same problem around the ATF and the DOJ interpreting congressional law outside of their purview. This is the crux of the issue across everything that we've hit. If you hear nothing else that I say in this video, that's important. Bump stocks, ghost guns, triggers, pistols, everything is based on redetermination on interpretation. We're going to win this fight in the long run. Stay with me. That's why we do this. Let's get it. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. Don't you give up on me now, but let's get it. Judge blocks sale of machine gun converters after U.S. sues. Woosah. These are not machine gun converters, but you know what? You guys know that part. Let me just show you what they're doing. New York, January 26th, Reuters. The U.S. Department of Justice said it has obtained a court order blocking 2 firearm companies from imperiling public safety by illegally selling devices to convert AR-15 style rifles into machine guns. It hurts so much. If you know anything about this, you know that what they're talking about are 2 independent companies that make specialized triggers. They are not machine guns. In fact, these 2 companies have had a lawsuit going against each other for almost a year now, of which the court even determines they're not machine guns. We know they're not machine guns, but this goes back to that core issue. This is where we fight because the executive bureaucracies are overstepping their bounds by a long shot. The definition of a full auto is very clear in the NFA, which is something we'll dive into another time, but let's get it. U.S. District Judge Nina Morrison in Brooklyn on Wednesday issued a temporary restraining order against rare breed triggers and rare breed firearms and their owners, Lawrence DeMonico and Kevin Maxwell. This is a TRO preventing the sale of what's called a wide open trigger. Okay, it's a trigger. That's all it is. It is not a machine gun. A piece of metal is not a machine gun. It's not a machine gun, but that's what they're going after, and they're relying on people not knowing the difference to really scare them into saying machine gun. The Justice Department, in a civil complaint, said Rare Breed has sold thousands of devices known as FRT-15s that are designed and intended to convert AR-15 style semi-automatic firearms into machine guns. No, they are not. Okay, we're going to get this, but we're going towards the part that's really terrifying, and I'm going to hit you in a second because we have recourse on this. It's going to work its way through the courts, but this whole next portion you're not going to like. The department said this meant the devices qualified as machine guns under federal law and said the devices did not qualify for limited exceptions permitting their sale. You can't sell them anymore. They're talking about, okay, there's 2 different triggers, wide open triggers and FRT-15s. That's what they're talking about. It also objected to Rare Breed's sale of wide open triggers, an FRT-15 copy also designed to fit AR-15 style rifles, and said Rare Breed did not comply with Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives demands to stop selling both products. Because they're out of line, ATF is utilizing their Chevron deference and their interpretation power to say a trigger is a machine gun, not the firearm itself, the trigger. Again, this goes back to the core issue. But listen to the next part, because this is the part of which I will get very spicy. The lawsuit seeks to ban FRT-15 sales, recover previously sold devices, and provide restitution to buyers. So, recover previously sold devices. That sounds a whole lot like someone's going to come to a place and say, hey, that thing that you bought legally, I need it right now because it violates the NFA. Can you prove to me it violates the NFA? No, I've just determined that it violates the NFA. That's the crux of the issue. The more of these determinations, the more of these lawsuits, the more of these things that the ATF and the DOJ does, this is where the fight is. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.